So I'm going to defend this anime. Hey, let me. I've been all over Twitter. I've been over like Instagram and anything like that, looking over everything, all the people's opinions and stuff like that over the anime, the beginning after the end. Now I understand everybody's issues with it and everything, but all this hate that's going on right now for this anime, it's to me, in my opinion, is unnecessary because the first two episodes, I didn't really know what I really wanted to expect it because if you guys who read this before read this manhwa webtoon, whatever the hell you want to call it, you read this story, kind of figured the first two episodes was going to be slow. So there, I said it shouldn't be like so much hate on it because in these two episodes it didn't really show anything. So I really wasn't really expecting for them to go all out in the animation or anything like that. And like I understand it's like everybody's saying this should be like the peak, or it should be like should rival Solo Leveling in the way and stuff like that. And I was like, I totally understand where everybody is coming from. It's just like it's just really is getting harsh and anything. It's really getting the smackdown in everybody comments and stuff like that. I'm like, I was like, and I really hate that because this story is really like that for real. I say it's really slow, and even if you read the actual story online, it's kind of slow maybe the first couple chapters or whatever, but but it really picks up though. Like in episode 3, it may really pick up because when he gets off the cliff, I don't want to spoil anything, but that's when the actual stuff really gets picked up. And I'm gonna be in a little defense of the for the studios or whatever before. I'm gonna get a little defense of the studio because even what they did in Solo Leveling, they are not going to go all out on episode that's not really that's not really anything really happening. You guys watch the episodes, they really it did a little introduction, but it really didn't show much as well, and it really show much of Arthur or really is going on what we expect to see in this story. But later on, earlier today, I could come across, if y'all know the YouTube channel Chibi Reviews or whatever, he was going over that the author of the story of the beginning of the after the end. He was explaining, I guess it's on Crunchyroll as well. I just saw his, I just watched it, whatever, and he was talking about it and how the author felt and everything like that. And he brought up that the director or the author brought up the director knows the story, anything like that. So now it gets to a point. It's like I really hope. I'm really hoping. I'm still trying to have high hopes because this story is really potentially to be one of the top ones, especially for isekais, but really top animes that's out there for this year. And it's up there because I really love this story. I enjoyed it, and I think it's still going on right now. But I enjoyed everything about it, and I'm really excited because at first I didn't believe this was going to like happen. I thought I saw stuff in social media. I didn't really think it was going to happen until I saw it drop. I was like, oh, okay, cool. But the director was a big fan of this story, so I'm going to have little hope. Like I want to say high hopes. I'm gonna have some hope that okay, maybe the first two, what I said earlier, the two episodes is like nothing much going on. Animation's not gonna be all that right now. When it picks up, that's when the animation is going to be better. And I understand a lot of people comments was like, oh, it's like cap cuts animation, and it's like what is this and that, and it's really bad. And I really hope it's not. I really hope they just like, okay, the budget, we not really gonna do much here. Maybe the third episode might do something or whatever, but we'll see. And honestly, in my opinion, I was like, for guys who don't really know much of the story, give it a couple more episodes. But the reason I say that, because it's a good one. It's a good story, and we really gonna see some nice stuff, just like we see some nice stuff in Solo Leveling. Now there are two different animes. I can't really much compare it or whatever. And I feel like this has more of a lore and more story than Solo Leveling. Solo Leveling is like, to me, it's like a little hack and slash, and the person get overpowered and whatever really quickly. But Arthur in this story, and we really like watch him, grow and stuff like that, and not just be overpowered right away. You know what I'm saying? Um, so hopefully, directing, the studio is really just hopefully it you know brings it up, not brings something up, bring back the hype or whatever. Uh, but it don't deserve this much this hype, this much hate right now. Now, if it's still doing the same thing and it's still lackluster, maybe by the fifth episode or the fourth or fifth, sixth episode or whatever, how many episodes they're gonna do this year during the season, then I would totally understand the hate and everything like that. But give it time, okay? Give it a couple more episodes, then we have the crazy opinions or whatever. Because that's a lot of animes that's out here. Their first couple episodes is not crazy, whatever. I recently started watching Dragon Ball Z with my son, and I've totally forgot. I don't know if I ever watched the first episode of Dragon Ball Z, and I did a couple days ago, and I realized I was like, this first episode really is trash. Like, there's no point of the whole episode was just Gohan running around in the woods being lost or whatever. I was like, what was the point of this episode? This is how I feel that people thinking about the first two episodes of this. It's like, this is unnecessary. It's lackluster. Nothing's going on, whatever. But we all know how Dragon Ball Z is. It gets hot after maybe the first couple episodes. It starts picking up and everything, and it gets better. So I just want to talk about that for a little bit. And it's like it's crazy out here in the comments and stuff. Everybody is home to their opinions. It's like, man, I just really hope it gets better, because this story is really going to be something. Yeah, it's going to be something, and I don't really think it's going to be deserve all that much hate right now. Okay, like I said, maybe by the sixth episode, fifth episode, then we can see like, okay, this is trash, or at least the animation is trash. I'm not gonna sit there and say we're not gonna sit there and say the story is trash, because the story is really good, and this the studios is he's doing whatever. So, and hopefully this is not going back to I guess the author was talking about the director. Hopefully it's not one of those things like, oh, we got one of the one of the top, I'm gonna say one of the big stories on our hands, and we're just gonna have it just to say we win what our studios did it, but it wound up being trash because they didn't really put their full energy in it. So I'm just hoping, like, the director who really loves this story, I really hope you really going to go out for the rest of this season and really show us that you really care about this story, because you told the author that you really liked it and you enjoyed everything he did for it. So I really hope it gets up there, because it's really crazy that one of the show this is what this like this story was one of the stories that I was gonna make a video about. This story is one of the stories that I wanted, like, needs the anime real bad, like real quick, because I wanted to see it in animation form. And so it just, I mean, that's all I really had to say. And really be honest in this video, I didn't, but about the hate on this already, just off of two episodes, I didn't really show much. And just, it shouldn't be like that too crazy and anything like that. But I understand how everybody feels, though. I truly do. I had someone that simulated the same feelings about us, like, and it didn't really show much, and the anime's not really there. And but some of the visual, it was like, it was okay, and wasn't all there. But I still, like I said, still have high hopes for it. I mean, not high hopes, but still have hopes for it. Hopefully, it gets better, because it could potentially could rival solo leveling, and even One Piece, but especially with the lore type aspects. So, like, I'm gonna say it's not. I'm not gonna say it's One Piece been going for a long time. I'm not gonna say it's really like, oh shit, it's crazy like how One Piece has been going for over 20 plus years now, but it could potentially be up there. It's good. But that's all I gotta say, man. Leave a like, subscribe if you want for more videos like these and anything like that. That's it. Yeah, stay blessed. I'll see you in the next video.